Think all gardens are the same, think again. From tranquil Zen spaces to bold tropical jungles, and even deserts blooming without a drop of water, every garden tells a unique story. In this video, we'll explore 10 iconic garden styles from around the world, each with its own culture, purpose, and breathtaking design. 1. English Cottage Garden. The English cottage garden is the essence of charm and romance. Born from the practical gardens of rural England, this style blends beauty and function effortlessly. Flowers like hollyhocks, foxgloves, daisies, and roses spill across winding gravel paths, creating an overflowing, unstructured look that feels both whimsical and welcoming. Plants are densely packed, often spilling out of their beds, creating an intentional sense of chaos. There's usually no formal layout. Instead, the garden evolves naturally around the home. Climbing roses might frame doorways, while lavender borders scent the air. Small benches or bird baths add cozy focal points. This garden blurs the line between house and nature. The home looks like it's growing out of the garden itself. English cottage gardens are about abundance, personality, and a soft, lived-in feel. They're perfect for those who prefer natural beauty over precision, and for anyone who dreams of living inside a storybook. 2. These visual prompts illustrate how many French formal garden. The French formal garden is a masterpiece of order, symmetry, and royal elegance. Inspired by the grandeur of French chateaux like Versailles, these gardens are designed to showcase control over nature through geometric precision. Every element, from flower beds to hedges to gravel paths, is laid out in perfectly balanced patterns, known as parterres. Boxwood hedges are clipped into crisp lines, while ornamental topiaries add height and structure. Reflecting pools or fountains often sit at the center, acting as the heart of the garden and mirroring the architecture they surround. The color palette is typically muted and elegant, with an emphasis on green textures and occasional floral accents. Unlike naturalistic styles, the French formal garden is about spectacle and symmetry, a garden not just to enjoy, but to impress. Designed to be viewed from above or afar, this style turns the landscape into a living work of art. It's refined, classical, and unapologetically regal. 3. Italian Renaissance Garden. The Italian Renaissance garden is a celebration of balance, classical design, and architectural harmony. Emerging in 15th century Italy, this garden style reflects humanism and the revival of ancient Roman ideals. Built on terraces or sloped hillsides, these gardens use stone staircases, balustrades, and symmetrical layouts to create dramatic sightlines. Cypress trees often stand tall like pillars, framing long views toward fountains, statues, or distant landscapes. Sculpted hedges and marble sculptures line gravel walkways, emphasizing proportion and perspective. Water is a vital element, flowing through channels or cascading from ornate fountains, offering both motion and sound. These gardens were designed as extensions of the villa, blending built and natural environments into one elegant composition. Every step through an Italian Renaissance garden feels like walking through a painting, with each feature carefully positioned to create meaning, movement, and serene grandeur. 4. Japanese Zen Garden. The Japanese Zen Garden is a space for stillness, reflection, and inner peace. Rooted in Buddhist philosophy and traditional Japanese aesthetics, this minimalist garden style uses carefully arranged rocks, gravel, and sparse plants to symbolize nature in its purest form. Raked gravel patterns represent flowing water, while stones are positioned to resemble islands, mountains, or animals, each chosen and placed with deep intention. Vegetation is minimal. A single pine tree, a patch of moss, or a delicate bamboo screen may be all that appears. Every element encourages mindfulness and meditation, aligning with the Zen belief in harmony and impermanence. Zen gardens are often dry, known as kare-sansui, and are meant to be viewed rather than walked through. They are typically found near temples, tea houses, or traditional wooden homes. Unlike colorful or floral styles, a Japanese Zen garden invites quiet contemplation, offering not beauty through abundance, but through calm simplicity. 5. Chinese Scholar Garden. The Chinese Scholar Garden is a poetic and philosophical space designed to reflect the beauty of the natural world in miniature. Developed during the Ming Dynasty, these gardens were personal retreats for scholars, poets, and artists, places to write, reflect, and find inspiration. Instead of formal layouts, Chinese gardens use asymmetry and surprise. Winding paths, moon gates, and zigzag bridges lead visitors through scenes meant to resemble mountains, rivers, and forests. Jagged scholar rocks represent craggy peaks, while ponds mirror the sky. Bamboo, lotus, plum trees, and pine trees are common, chosen not just for beauty, but for their symbolic meaning. Architecture is key too. Small pavilions, carved screens, and tiled roofs blend seamlessly with the landscape. These gardens aren't meant to be understood in a single glance. They're meant to be explored slowly, revealing deeper layers with each turn. They are both peaceful and complex, celebrating nature, art, and the inner world of the human spirit. 6. Islamic Garden. The Islamic Garden is a serene and sacred space, designed as a reflection of paradise on earth. Deeply rooted in cultural and spiritual tradition, this garden style dates back to ancient Persia and spreads across the Islamic world. Its core layout often follows the Chahar-Bagh design, a four-part garden divided by water channels, representing the rivers of paradise described in the Quran. A central fountain or pool anchors the space, while flowing water cools the air and soothes the senses. Surrounding this, lush plantings of roses, citrus trees, jasmine, and herbs fill the air with fragrance. High walls or hedges enclose the garden, offering privacy and a sense of inner peace, separating it from the outside world. Every element, symmetry, water, shade, and scent, is meant to nourish both body and soul. Often connected to palaces or mosques, Islamic gardens are living sanctuaries where beauty, reflection, and spirituality merge. 7. Mediterranean Garden. The Mediterranean Garden is warm, rustic, and effortlessly elegant, a celebration of sun-soaked living. Inspired by the coastal regions of southern Europe, this garden style thrives in dry climates with hot summers and mild winters. Terracotta pots overflow with herbs like rosemary, thyme, and oregano, while olive trees and lavender line gravel paths. Stone walls and warm-toned paving provide earthy texture, blending the garden seamlessly with nearby villas or farmhouses. Low-maintenance and drought-tolerant plants are favored, creating a landscape that's both practical and beautiful. Seating areas shaded by pergolas or grape arbors invite leisurely meals and afternoon naps. Unlike highly structured styles, the Mediterranean garden feels relaxed and lived in. It's less about precision and more about atmosphere. With its mix of fragrance, texture, and sun-friendly design, this garden is perfect for those who value slow living, outdoor comfort, and timeless natural beauty. 8. Tropical Garden. The tropical garden is a lush, vibrant escape that feels like stepping into a living jungle. Found in warm, humid climates, this garden style bursts with large-leafed plants, vivid flowers, and bold colors. Palms, ferns, banana trees, and orchids create layers of texture and height, while brightly colored blooms like hibiscus and bird of paradise bring energy to every corner. Water is often a key feature. Small ponds, waterfalls, or misting fountains help cool the air and enhance the sensory experience. Paths wind through dense greenery, revealing hidden seating areas, stone lanterns, or hammocks beneath the canopy. Tropical gardens often blend seamlessly with the architecture, with verandas, open walls, and thatched roofs, creating a fluid connection between indoors and out. This style is all about immersion, a sensory overload of sights, sounds, and scents that surrounds you from every angle. It's perfect for creating a personal paradise that feels wild, exotic, and completely alive. 9. Xeriscape Garden. The Zeroscape Garden is designed for beauty without excess water, perfect for dry, arid climates. Built on the principles of water conservation and sustainability, this garden style features drought-tolerant plants like succulents, cacti, agave, yucca, and ornamental grasses. Instead of lush lawns, you'll see gravel, stone mulch, or sandy ground cover, creating a clean and structured look. Architectural elements like boulders, raised beds, or gabion walls add texture and dimension. Plant placement is purposeful, often arranged in geometric or modern patterns that complement minimalist or adobe-style architecture. While water features are rare, when included, they are usually subtle and used sparingly. Xeriscape gardens are not only low maintenance but also ecologically responsible, reducing water waste while still offering color, form, and structure. This garden is ideal for those who want a striking outdoor space that thrives under the sun, celebrates the beauty of resilience, and minimizes environmental impact. 10. Prairie Garden. The Prairie Garden is a tribute to the wild, open landscapes of North America. Inspired by native grasslands, this style embraces tall, ornamental grasses, sweeping drifts of wildflowers, and flowing natural forms that move with the wind. Plants like switchgrass, coneflower, goldenrod, and bluestem dominate the scene, offering texture, seasonal color, and ecological richness. Unlike manicured beds, prairie gardens feel loose and expansive, with curving paths and open views that mimic the freedom of the plains. This garden supports biodiversity by attracting pollinators, birds, and beneficial insects. It also requires less water, fertilizer, and maintenance, making it both beautiful and sustainable. Hardscaping is minimal, maybe a gravel trail or a rustic bench, allowing the landscape to remain the focus. Whether set beside a rural farmhouse or a modern eco-home, a prairie garden celebrates nature as it is, wild, resilient, and full of quiet beauty.